Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're doing another Swiss Battle for Zendikar draft. Just a quick FYI, I'm going to be out of town until Monday, so what day would that be? That would be the 7th, so there will not be any drafts posted for about 5 days. So I apologize. I know you're used to the daily content, but got to take a little bit of time off. So, on to the pack. Sheer Drop versus Veteran War Leader is probably, yeah, it's pretty much where I'm at. I mean, I guess Veteran War Leader is more exciting. Unfortunately, it's 2 colors, which is not the best thing to do on a first pick. I could just take Sheer Drop. First I overrated it, then I underrated it. I kind of like it now. I don't like first picking two color cards, even if Veteran War Leader is pretty good. I'm just going to take the Sheer Drop there. Certainly not an exciting pick either way, but at least Sheer Drop is like, you know, actually splashable. Why can't I move this over? That's weird. All right. Ooh. Well, now there's Herald of Kozilek, which is also 2 colors. There's also Touch of the Void. Gideon's Reproach, on color with the Sheer Drop. Leaves me more open. Brood Butcher, wait a second. Brood Butcher's in here. Yeah, maybe I should just take that. This one's also 2 color, but it's also significantly stronger than Veteran War Leader, since it's a one-man army that kills things. Might just want the Brood Butcher. There's actually just some great cards in here. Like Brood Butcher, Herald, and Touch the Void are all very good. I think I probably take the Brood Butcher. Even though it doesn't go with our first pick, it's just good. Can I move this yet? It's going to sap me. Killing me. All right. Guess we'll take Brood Butcher here. Too good to pass, I think. How is that? Ugh. How is that sorting by convert mana cost? Okay. Third pick. Well, might want the Evolving Wilds now, given our first 2 picks. There's a Beastmaster in here. They tend to go really late. I mean, Brood Butcher's in green-black, so it's going to want like a tokeny sort of build, which there isn't in here. We're just going to take Evolving Wilds. There's really nothing in here that's standing out as outrageously good, and Evolving Wilds already looks really good just based on first 2 picks. All right, Bone Splinters, great card for the green-black. So is Call the Scions. That's all we're really considering, I think. Bone Splinters versus Call the Scions. So Call the Scions gives you more tokens, which is good. Bone Splinters is straight up removal. That definitely works well with green-black. Tokeny stuff. Call the Scions is worse than Eyeless Watcher. It's a fine card, though. I think Bone Splinters might be better just because this is, like I said, these 2 colors are really where Bone Splinters is going to shine. I think we'll take it. Okay. So now we have Grave Birthing, Unified Front, which is actually good in the green-black deck, oddly enough. Otherwise, Ally Encampment and a whole lot of nothing. I think we'll just take Unified Front. Maybe start building sort of a junk. It's just going to kill me. Did they really change that with the last patch? They no longer allow the Alex Stephenson way of sorting cards on the bottom. Harsh. Yeah, I think it just feels like Unified Front is the correct pick here. See, the reason that I don't like not being able to sort is Sheer Drop's more of like a 6-drop. I don't want to play it for 3 mana. All right, I think we're taking a second Bone Splinters here. Skitter Skin's fine. I don't really like the card. Unnatural Aggression, it's not all that great either. Bone Splinters already looks fine, even as a 2 of. Probably don't want a million of them, but all right. There's our Beastmaster. Certainly good in this style of deck, so we'll take it. It also helps that this makes allies, so Unified Front and Beastmaster together is pretty bonkers. Ooh, Vampiric Rites is a fantastic card for this style of deck as well. I really like Vampiric Rites a lot. Very powerful. Really cool card, actually. Not only does it shine in the green-black deck, but it's really good in the black-white deck, too, for turning on all the gain life effect cards. So definitely taking it over Demon's Grasp here, which is kind of a unexciting 5-drop removal spell. Okay, I mean, we can take Void Attendant. We don't have any exile effects yet, which makes it worse. Otherwise, Voracious Null. Both of these cards are... Actually, I guess we take the Blister Pod, don't we? Blister Pod's the most likely to just straight up make the deck and doesn't require anything. Voracious Null is, you know, it comes late. Void Attendant is really only good if you can exile some stuff. We'll just take the Blister Pod. Blister Pod's fantastic with Brood Butcher and Bone Splinters and Vampiric Rites. We already have a ton of synergy with it. All right, so we got Call to Scions. We also have Swarm Surge. Channeler too, but I think the pick is really between Call to Scions or Swarm Surge. So currently, buff spells we have to Tajuru Beastmaster. Removal spells we have Double Bone Splinters. Token producers we have Unified Front and Brood Butcher. I think we might actually want to Call to Scions and hope to see another Swarm Surge later. We really have to make sure that we have enough tokens to make these cards that require creatures work. All right, here's our second Beastmaster. Green, the one good thing about playing green, it's still the most hated color. So good chance that if packs open good green, there's a good chance that you're going to end up with it because people are still not interested in the color because it's the weakest color. I'm not pussyfooting around that fact. I think here, I think I'm actually going to take the Rot Shambler here. Last time I played green-black with Rot Shambler, I was really happy. I just think when you have a bunch of tokens, it's just a really nice effect to have. Grave Birthing seems playable here. Not exciting, but playable. All right, well, seems like a pretty easy Grip of Desolation. What else is in here that we hope to wheel? I guess we hope to wheel the Blister Pod number 2. Beast Caller Savant, I don't think is going to wheel, but I guess there's a chance if no one is in green. You know, Cliffside Lookout is an actual reason to continue to stay in white beyond Unified Front and Sheer Drop, both of which are very splashable. Cliffside Lookout, I would think, very much shines in a token-based deck, but obvious Grip of Desolation since it's just really strong. Okay, now we have Snapping Gnarlid versus Eyeless Watcher. Eyeless Watcher is more in line with what our deck wants to do. There's also Grove Tinder Druid, although the only allies we have currently are Unified Front, Double Tajuru Beastmaster. That's not horrible, I guess. Eyeless Watcher is like sort of the probably the most important card for this deck. Probably. I don't know if I'm overblowing how powerful this card is for the deck. I feel like it's got to be one of the most powerful. Grove Tinder Druid, on the other hand, it's kind of like a 5-drop, though, if you want the extra token, which you do. It's Grove Tinder Druid's more powerful than Eyeless Watcher, but it does put us deeper into white. At this point, I'm pretty intrigued by the white, though. I think I'm actually going to take the Grove Tinder Druid. It's got the added bonus, although being more color intensive, we're going to have to hunt for some fertile thickets and stuff, which I think is okay, though. But it's got the added bonus of just being good in 2 ways for our deck, both feeding the ally plan and feeding the token plan. So I think I like it more. There's a chance I regret that pick, but we'll find out. All right, Myers Malice versus Channeler versus Core Entanglers, I guess, is probably fine. Channeler. Current mana sinks are Sheer Drop and then our 6-drops. Yeah, it's probably not completely necessary. Myers Mouse is another 6-drop, which I don't love. Entangler's a 5-drop. It's not exactly in line with what I want to do. We do have some allies, which is nice with it, and it is a powerful ally. Just not sure I want to commit for white for that. I'd rather commit for Token Bruiser. I think we'll just take Myers Mouse. Seems fine. Okay, so now we have Stalwart versus Swarm Surge. Actually, another Grove Tinder Druid, too. We can go deep on Grove Tinder Druid. I think we will. Hope to wield a Swarm Surge. Let me see what color we're the least in. It looks like we're actually the least in green, so maybe we're supposed to be playing black, white, splash green, but that doesn't sound right. You can splash Bone Splinters. Vampiric Rites is going to be more difficult to splash. I still want to be splash white, but we're picking up another white card here, I admit. Ooh, Brood Monitor. And Gruuldrez Overseer? Jeez. I think Brood Monitor is better for our deck. Gruuldrez Overseer is insane. This is the best deck for Gruuldrez Overseer, but neither of the cards are going to wheel. I mean, and this is the best deck for Brood Monitor, too. It's the best deck for both of these cards. Given Gruuldrez Overseer is given, it's rare. I get it. But Brood Monitor just puts 4 bodies out there, which is insane. And we already have cards that synergize so well with it. We already have double Beastmaster too, which makes the Overseer slightly less necessary. I'm going to take the Monitor here. Our curve is high, I admit. Ooh, Warcaller? What is going on? And there's a Fertile Thicket in here, but I mean, it's Warcaller, obviously. I don't know if our bodies are good enough for Unnatural Aggression. I think we're actually taking Natural Connection to fix for our 3-color deck here. Yeah, I guess it's going to be the way it is. Bone Splinters number 3 or Beastmaster number 3. I could dip out of Myers Malice and go pretty deep on the Beastmaster, I guess. Could take the Demon's Grasp, but we already have double Bone Splinters and Grip of Desolation. I don't think I need any more 6-drops. Could take Blighted Fen, but if we're playing 3-color, it does not seem all that good. I guess Grove Tender Druid is sort of a 4-drop, but it, like I said, it's more of a 5-drop. You definitely want to play it as a 5-drop. I mean, I could take Demon's Grasp. A 3rd Bone Splinters doesn't seem super great. Guess I'll take Grasp. Blister Pod Wield, which is good. It's still good for our deck. Gnarlid versus Fertile Thicket. I think I might want more fixing. In fact, yeah, Snapping Gnarlid's a good card. I actually like it, but it's not what this deck needs. So we're going to be able to just take this Fertile Thicket, which is better fixing for us anyway. This deck actually I think is going to be pretty good. I think we're going to hate the outnumber here instead of taking Giant Mantis. Even if we play against a Blue-White Flyers deck, Giant Mantis is just so not what our deck wants to do that I'd prefer to just hate a card that I don't want to play against. I guess we can take Scour in case I need it out of sideboard. Nirkana Assassin is an ally. I don't think it's a very good card. We could take Seek the Wilds. I don't think it's going to make the deck, but it seems like if it was going to make the deck, it's more likely to make it than a Nirkana Assassin. I don't think Grave Birthing is exactly what this deck needs or wants. Kind of the same goes for Seek the Wilds. The rest looks fine, actually. Kind of like where the rest is at. Let's sort by color. So more green, and then we're still rocking the splash white reasonably well. So let's figure out what the pick is here. This is a not so good pack for us. First pick Altered Reap is not so good, but there's really, I don't know about a second Natural Connection. And Silent Skimmer's not really what this deck wants either. I don't love running multiple Natural Connections with 18 lands. I'm almost 100% sure we're an 18 land deck. And double Natural Connection 18 lands can get floody. I think we're going to take Alter's Reap, which is really good with some of the cards we already have. Double Blister Pod, Call the Scions, Unified Front, even the Druids, Brood Monitor, Brood Butcher, yeah. We'll take Alter's Reap. Like I said, the only bad part about it is it's just not a good first pick, but there's nothing worth hating. I guess Boiling Earth's good against us, but I'm just going to allow it. Sifter is like the best card you could ask for. Oh, and a Warcaller? Are you kidding me? After I just say Sifter is the best card we could ask for, there's a second to Drew Warcaller in here. Well, Warcaller's just too busted to pass, I think. Our curve looks high now is the problem. I really want this Sifter. But Warcaller is just so strong. Warcaller is such a strong card. I gotta take. I've never even had 2 Warcallers. I have to take it. It's just too good. Catacomb Sifter is insane too. Like I said, it's probably... I can't even say probably better though, because Warcaller is just so good. Alright, let's get rid of the Demon's Grasp. I don't think we want it. This is a... Like, yeah, Bane is all well and good, but it's really not what this deck wants. I feel like I almost want the Smite. I mean, Bane's fine. I guess we have a ramp effect and a call. I mean, we can get to Bane, I guess. I'd rather focus on tokens, though, with double Warcaller, double Beastmaster. Could take Transgress the Mind. It's something to do early, but we don't have a lot of rewards for exiling. In fact, I don't think we have any rewards for it. It's basically just something to do early. I'll take it, I guess. I don't want Blighted Fen still, so I don't want Griffin or Cub. I guess we'll take Transgress. All right. I mean, there's Infuse, but I think we're just taking Familiar. I don't think we're main decking Transgress. Familiar's fine. It has Death Touch. It's not really what this deck wants, but it's just, it evades. It has Death Touch. It even has a chance to get bigger. I think we got to take it. All right, I guess you can splash Reproach pretty comfortably, so we'll do it. There's not a lack of removal in our deck, which is nice. There is a slight lack of creatures, but Unified Front, Sheer Drop kind of. So really we have like 14 creatures right now, which is a little bit low. Oh, and Call to Silence. So we have like 15 creatures. Still a little bit low. Let's sort by color again. I need to get a good idea where we're at. Yeah. I guess we take the Glide. Well, Glider's better than Drone, but Drone is more in our... I want to focus on green and black and splash the white still. So I think we're going to take the Drone over the Glider. Prefer to not play either, I guess. None of these cards really matter. Sure. All right, I guess we have another shot at Natural Connection. There's McKindy Patrol, which is an ally, I guess, which is fine with the Warcallers. I mean, our token deck's not coming together as nicely as I would have liked. Otherwise, I take a Natural Connection. Natural Connection's still not looking that attractive. I guess we take Patrol. I don't really want to play it. But if we're short enough on creatures, which it looks like we are, I might have to. I mean, yeah, I just kind of don't want to play double Natural Connection. I don't think that's wrong either. We might have to make this McKindy Patrol work just because we have probably enough allies to support it. Maybe not, though. I think we'll just hate this. It's the third Beastmaster shot again. I mean, I can. Otherwise, I'm taking Earthen Arms or Bone Splinters, number 3. Bone Splinters is... We already have 2. That is enough. 2 Beastmasters is enough, too, to be honest, but... Guess we'll take it. None of these cards matter. Don't need a second Reap. Don't need a second Malice. Guess I can hate a Sure Strike. Hate a Slide Runner. Alright, unfortunately Pack 3 hurt us a little bit. It's not that our deck's terrible, it's just I had much higher hopes coming out of Pack. Like, after Pack 2, our deck was so well geared going to Pack 3. It was insane, actually, how good our deck was geared to be built. We needed 2 cards. We had a really hard time. The Sifter, like, the Warcaller over the Sifter might have cost us quite a bit, unfortunately. The problem is, taking Warcaller that early made it so if we saw another Call to Scions, one whatever the stupid Eyeless Watcher, this deck would have just been insane. This deck would have been absolutely insane. As is, it's fine. It's not terrible. I wish it was better. Sheer Drop, Call to Scions, Unified Front. We could have a 15 creature deck if I just cut McKinley Patrol. I guess, no, that's a 15 creature deck. All right. I mean, Gideon's Reproach is just better than Patrol, I guess. I could take out Altar's Reap because we already have... Yeah, actually, I'm going to take out Altar's Reap. We already have Vampiric Rites, which also draws cards in a better fashion, in my opinion. And I want more allies to trigger our Warcallers and Beastmasters and Grove Tinders. Okay. Yeah, all right. So the deck's not as good as I was hoping it would be. Like I said, going into pack 3, but I think this is actually... This is fine. It'll work. I should probably still put them at 4, but like I said, they feel more like a 5. That's where they really shine. All right. Sort by color. Evolving Wilds, Double Fertile Thicket. We've got 6 cards that require... Oh, unfortunately we ended up close to dead even on white and black. It's going to make things difficult. I think we're going to have to get away with 5 forests. And then 5 of each. This is 8 green, 6 black, 6 white. Fertile Thicket plus Natural Connection makes it up to... It's a bit of an atrocious mana base, but with Natural Connection, it's more like 7 white, 7 black. 8 green should be enough. Fertile Thicket should help us find our third color in a pinch. And 8 green, I think, is enough, although we do have a lot of double green, I admit. But we have a double black. We need to see all 3 colors for like Unified Front. All right. Not the deck I was hoping for, to be perfectly honest. If we'd ended up with an Eyeless Watcher or 2, another Call to Scions, I think this deck would have been bordering on insane. As is, Pack 3 really hurt us in the token department, so I've got to rate it lower, unfortunately. So I guess I can only rate this deck at like... I got to rate it fairly low, actually. I think I'm going to rate this deck at like a 6. So 6 out of 10, not so great. Wish it was. The curve definitely looks a lot better when I put these in the 4 slot. Yeah, 6 out of 10. I really was hoping it would come out a lot sexier than it did, but that's okay. So, all right, this is it. This is the way we'll build it, the way we'll play it. We'll see you round 1.